Hi, Dr. Paul Haider. Talking to you today about a few things that have come up. I've had a lot of people call me in this last week, and they're all concerned about what's going on in the world. You know, we have more refugees right now than we ever did during World War II, and war is escalating all the time, and it's kind of getting out of control. People feel like they have no say in what's going on, and I agree with them. As Divine Mother said up here, she said, the winds of war are blowing in. And I think she was talking about nuclear war. And many other gurus and saints are saying that by 2018 we will have a nuclear war. This is not my predictions. This is what the saints and gurus are saying. And what we really need to do, as Divine Mother Amma said, there's nothing we can do except pray. Pray, pray, and pray. And also meditate. Meditation is very important. We've done a lot of studies showing that if we gather a bunch of people together and have everybody meditate on peace, that crime rates go down by 25%. And these studies have been done over and over and over hundreds of times, and they have the same results. So in a way, we do have great power. You can't allow the world to take over and allow anxiety to take over inside. Be at peace. Be in love with your family and your friends, and try to be a light of God which spreads out through the world. I was talking to a man yesterday in London, and he said, here we have lots of refugees on the streets. We used to see people from different countries all the time, but now we see all kinds of them. And they're all begging for money or for food, and he was saying, I feel a little at a loss because I don't have that much money. I want to help, but I don't know what to do. Perhaps sometimes the best thing we can do is to pray. To pray and pray and pray and know that we are eternal beings with an eternal soul, that this consciousness goes on forever. And we must have a feeling of solace and peace and contentment inside, no matter what's going on. As with many a group we have prayed, and the disasters that happened around them, and nothing happened to that group that was praying. We also must pray to the God that we believe in, and any gurus or saints that we connect with, and allow ourselves to know that everything will work out one way or another. Be at peace with the world. Love as you can in the world. Don't allow the haters to, these people who hate all the time. I have a friend who is an astrologer, and he speaks out against some of the different groups that hate people. And they've had 3 death threats, in fact. And we live in very harsh times. Just love people. Love all of them, even the ones that are the hardest to love. And we can love the other person who may even do us harm. That's when we really have arrived. And that's very difficult. Very difficult. And then to put in a good amount of time of meditation and prayer. I recommend doing during this day and age and this times that we're going through right now, putting in an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening. I have a lot of people who have this anxiety, and they don't know what to do with it. Now the meditation is the only thing that will bring it down into a place of great peace. Everything will work out. Everything. We just have to allow ourselves to find the peace inside us. And wherever we find the peace inside us, we multiply that with everyone around us. Right now we have many people who are changing and becoming great orators for love and peace, and I've had actually 4 people come to me and they become ministers and spiritual leaders and priests, and I feel a little wonderful in being a little part of that. We need those people right now who connect to love and are willing to talk about love and willing to stand up for love. This is what it takes. Love is the answer. It's always been the answer, but for some reason we've gotten off track and we keep moving towards money and power and greed and anger and hate. And this is probably a test. The biggest test that we'll ever go through. A test that we will win one way or another. Even if there is a nuclear war, everything will start over and everything will be enlightened at that point, because nobody won't want that same thing to happen again. If there's not, everyone will be enlightened because they've decided to say no. And we don't want that to happen in general. So it's up to us. We have the power. If millions upon millions and even billions of people were to gather around the world at every state capital, at every nation's capital, and say, no more. No more war. No more nothing. Everyone has to work together. You may that might seem a little Pollyannish to some of you, but that's okay. That's what we need right now. We need a world in which little kids can walk down the street and feel safe. We need a world in which they can walk to school and don't have to worry about being picked up and scurried away. We need a world in which we feel safe in our homes and don't have to worry about people coming after us. We have to have a world in which we feel we can survive and not worry about money all the time. It's coming, my friends. One way or another, it's coming. Just please pray and meditate. I love you.